Hello and welcome again. I'm super excited to share with you my team rendition of infinity scarves. I've been making them for a while and I've been able to sell them on Etsy, and I had a lot of people asking me about them, so I decided to go ahead and share a video. If you're interested in learning how to make them, please stay right there. Now, these scarves aren't for everybody. However, to get started, I like to measure the average size of an infinity scarf. Normally, the width of mine are about 20 inches to give it the thickness that I want around my neck personally. Now, with the length of them, a lot of times I want to be able to wrap it around twice. So that measurement is normally about 64. Sometimes I go 66. It just depends on your personal preference. Again, I'm going to share with you the measurements. I normally cut about 21 by 65. That way I have at least an inch seam allowance when I create them, because I'm going to sew them and get them ready. But anyway, so I like to start with a little square. Depending on how wide you want your square, I did 20 inches by 14 inches again. I like to do that because a lot of times people just like to have that piece in the front, and sometimes you can style it and cut it up however you want. This is just kind of like showing you how I created and put it together. But it's all different types of ways to go about it. So I cut that piece out. I go and press it because I want it to be very, nice and crisp and ready to go. Then I took another piece and I cut the remainder of it, which is 43 inches by 21 inches. And I think I cut like some little salvage piece on the side because I really didn't want that in the way when it came to sewing. So what we do here is put right sides together. With this fabric, it really wasn't a right side because the glue was kind of the same on both sides. So anyway, put the right sides together, pin them down the side, and the next step, I'm going to take it to my machine and I'm going to go ahead and do a straight stitch, nothing fancy. I'm just going to go down and do a straight stitch. And if you're new to sewing, put as many pins as you need to. If not, just take it to your machine. And yeah, so I'm taking my time and going through and stitching it across. And as you can see the line in the middle is nicely, so what I do is go press my seam out, and as you can see, when I press my seam out, I basically give it a nice finish. The line looks even better from the outside of the scarf. Again, I just press it down with my sewing machine. So as you can see, that's how it looks after I press my seam out. Now my next step, I'm going to fold right sides together. And as you can see, with those two fabrics join one another, I like to pin there first because just in case it shifts, it's two different fabrics and sometimes it really doesn't come out the same way. So I like to secure that part just in case it shifts. And then I start from the top and then I just go ahead and pin all the way down to the bottom. And when I do pin it, I try to, again, start from the top, and I do about a 5/8 seam allowance. And if you like, you can press the seams when you finish this one as well. So again, I did a 5/8 inch seam allowance all the way down. Take it to my machine, and I didn't do anything fancy with the stitch. I think I just used the first stitch option, and just went down. Make sure you have a full bobbin, because I think during this one I had to end up sewing it again because I didn't even realize my bobbin here ran out. But yeah, I think I kind of kept going, and then once I got to the end, realized. Yeah, I like to show the good, bad, and the ugly when it comes to sewing, because everything when it comes to sewing is not perfect. But anywho, still came out better. Okay, once I finish doing my line, I just basically go cut any excess left over, because I don't want any of the excess to be bulky on the inside of my scarf when I go to wear it. So, I mean, if you like it to be a little bit bulky, you really don't have to cut it, or you can just press it down, and I don't think it'll really make a difference because it's going to be on the inside anyway. What I do is turn it inside out by sticking my hand all the way through the garment, and then I turn it right side out, because what I need to do is pin the right sides together, and I start with the crease because I only have one line going down the middle, and that's how I basically start sewing around that curve. So I pin around that curve. I make sure I leave about a 2-inch gap, because that 2-inch gap is going to be the gap that I use to turn my scarf right side out. And once I turn it right side out, I'm just going to stitch that 2-inch gap, and it's done.